Alright, Gary, what'd you do to practice for the EPT?
Well, to practice for the EPT, I took Gabby practice and an intervention seriously. All the essays, I actually did them in 45 minutes. At the beginning, the practice test online, it was pretty boring. But then I started thinking about it, and if you really want to go to college, and you're gonna take it seriously, therefore, all the practices that you do in online testing, you don't have to get down when you get only 4 right. Out of all freaking 50 of them, because all you have to do is keep pushing until you get better. And yeah, you just gotta practice the fundamentals.
Alright, that's what it takes. So me, when I first realized I didn't pass the EPT, the English part of EAP, I was pretty frightened. So then, when I came to Miss Para class, she told me that it was ways like preparing the intervention for the 45-minute essays, and I actually took it seriously while others in my classmates, class didn't take it seriously. She also gave us online quizzes and stuff, which I took seriously as well. While other people in our class that didn't pass the EAP English part, when they didn't pass it and I did, I was happy, and I told them that they didn't study and stuff. Like, all I did was literally study and look at what I got wrong and went over it. Like, look at the examples and kept practicing and practicing over and over. Kept practicing the fundamentals. I studied by just looking at the questions and whichever ones, while I got C wrong, it showed me the exact, for example, I got C wrong, but then they told me the right answer was B. I'll look at the explanation and look at it over and over, study it, and look at the same, mistakes I keep making in each of the same, categories. So once I learned this, what I was doing wrong, I got it right on the Understanding the mistakes I made helped me a lot, because once I noticed what I was making, I was able to make an adjustment during the test. Because I seen it was the exact questions that was on the EPT. The practice EPT was the exact question, but even easier since I practiced over and over. So people in class, during the test, they wasn't getting it done. I actually finished on time, while people from the school wasn't getting it done. They just said, "Well, I don't care. I just guessed on it." I said, "Well, I actually practiced, so I know what to circle and stuff. I got it right on time."
Well, just gotta take everything serious.
Yeah.
After a while, you just start realizing that life is a game, but then you just gotta know how to play it. You just gotta find a way to do things the way you want them to be done, but at the same time, getting things done. For example, the practice tests online, I didn't like them. I honestly didn't like them, and I personally didn't care if it was gonna bring my grade down. But then I started thinking about it, and it didn't make sense that I didn't care about my grade when the actual test was gonna be my grade, and the actual test was gonna take me to college. Therefore, since life is a game, you just gotta play by the rules and know how to play with them, and you gotta know when to play and when not to play, because once you're at the border of the hill, you just realize that you gotta take stuff serious at times, like this test. You just gotta make those who you love proud.
And to add on to what Gabriel said, Ms. Para, she just doesn't give stuff just to overload your work. She's giving it to you so you can practice over and over and get better at the subject. She prepared for the EPT. She knew it was going to be a hard task, so she prepared us months ahead with writing essays and giving us multiple choice. Even in class, she gave us time. So then she actually took time out of the intervention to give us time to do it. So people who took it seriously actually passed it, like me and Gabriel. So I just recommend that you take the practice seriously. Don't think of it as extra work. Think of it that's going to benefit you during college and stuff. So you should just keep practicing over and over so you can be prepared for the EPT when the times comes around. Even the same way as the ELM as well.
Is that you don't want to be taking those extra classes in college. You want to go to college and do the things you want to do, because throughout your whole life you've been dealing with people telling you what to do. In college, you gotta feel the freedom of you choosing your own path. And by not taking this test serious, you're gonna go to college and be feeling the same thing that you're feeling in high school. Taking those classes and you just gotta learn how to take things serious at times, and this test is all these practices are really gonna help you a lot. Like, to be honest, it's ironic that me and Cameron were the ones who were like, what's it called? Who would complain and talk about it the most. When in reality, you know, our conscience was, you know, to do these things, but you know, it's you do have the right to express your feelings, but there at the same time, you just gotta know, you know, like I said earlier, when to take stuff serious, and these things, you know, we're serious.
Just think of it like this: if you don't study, you don't pass, you gotta basically spend your summer taking classes at the Cal State, or you gotta go to community college taking classes as well. And like everybody gonna tell you, community college classes gonna be crowded, so it's gonna be hard to get the classes done. So hopefully you should try to pass on your first try on EPT and all the EAP if you do, but EPT you should try to pass and actually study. Because even if you do get the class during the summer, it's like, it depends how bad you do, how many classes you gotta take during the summer. Sometimes you still gotta go to community colleges, and it also can take you longer to even graduate from college from the remediation classes as well.
You know, just practice is fundamental.
Right, it's fundamental.